What's up, everyone? Netherwood here with more Satisfactory for you. Season 2, Episode 3. Super kind of far into the game already compared to last season, which is awesome. Just, when you know the game, it's a lot easier to progress through kind of the newer stuff and the stuff that's generally not super exciting. You're just kind of clunking around trying to figure out the game, right? We're past that now, which is really cool. So what we did last episode, though, Episode 2, is Episode 1, we built a base over here with a bunch of pure nodes kind of on the map. I'll show you real quick. Just over here, there's a bunch of really nice pure nodes, and I just pushed milestones to get us all the way almost through Tier 2. So, we needed foundations, just simple things like that, unlocking the simpler stuff, like assembler and everything, that's really not that complicated, and get us to a place where we can start maybe starting to build factories soon. I want to build those sooner rather than later. I want to get us into the more fun stuff, which is building a massive base, right? Building a bunch of big factories and stuff. So we did that on Episode 1, pushed milestones. Then on Episode 2, I moved us to where we have a more permanent location over here. We've got a lot more space over here. We got some plans in the works, right? That's what we did in Episode 2. I reset up everything I had in Episode 1, and I added reinforced iron plates. I added a little bit, and I actually had to fix our biofuel build off camera. I put in that second constructor last episode and forgot to hook it up to power, so I fixed that, and now the biofuel has way more biomass to work with. It's doing really well. I also built a little concrete job over here, which you can't really see. We're gonna have to expand that today. We've got a lot of stuff work ahead of us. If you see the to-do list, I totally revamped that sucker. We got a lot of work. Also, last episode, I rehooked all the nodes up. We have really crappy nodes over here. It just is what it is. I also, off camera, made a spot really for where we're going to put the smeltery, which is really just right here. I cleared that all out with the chainsaw, which is really awesome. Gave me a lot of wood and a lot more leaves to throw in the bio power, basically, our bio power setup over here. I also collected a bunch of hard drives off camera, so I started some research, as you can see in my personal notes. I got copper rotor, which, I don't really like that. What I try to do is go screwless. So I got stitched iron plate on my second hard drive. That was awesome. That's one of the screwless builds. Bolted frame, which again, not really that necessary, I don't think, for me. And then cast screw, which is nice. You can go straight from iron ingots straight to screws. So while we're using screws, that's a lot better for us. And you can see we have retool the factory on there, so that's going to help us save some space in this original factory. So what I really want to do is push the last couple of milestones today, hopefully. I really want to get this sink going, or at least available, and the custom upgrader dude here, the customizer, the awesome shop would be nice as well. And I think we're just going to get that done now while I'm thinking about it. Boom, because it's going to take a while for that guy to get back to us. 5 minutes, which is not that long, but it is what it is. You know what? We don't care. Alright, that's great. We already know. Alright, thanks. It's awesome. It's the awesome shop. It's not the cool shop, which it said in Episode 2. It's the awesome shop. Let's just get the other milestone prepped. We also don't need any of these. Progressive trains we're going to need pretty soon. Let's just do that one now, because we're going to need those. Oh, the pod is launched, so we can't really work on that one. Let's target the last of the ones here. No, we'll wait, because I'm going to get all of these when that dude comes back, actually. Progressive trains is really what I want to get right now, though. So, off camera, like I said, I got all those hard drives, and I updated my map. So you can see I printed a new one, and those are the hard drives I've already gotten. Well, the wind is blowing through the window here. So I got some kind of easy ones. Some of them were not that easy to get to. I don't have ladders yet, so it was a fun time in certain places. I also gathered some sulfur, quartz, and stuff like that, so we can get our research going here in the MAM. There are two kinds of research in this game, if you didn't know. There's hard drive research, which unlocks alternate recipes to stuff you're already going to be able to build. Then there's MAM research, which unlocks stuff that doesn't get unlocked any other way. So it's a true research tree. So I gathered some sulfur. Let's get that thing going. And I'm wondering if one day, like maybe when 1.0 releases, the research time will be more than 3 seconds each. So we will see. I can also search for sulfur now. That's kind of cool. Using V right here. It's in the menu. Let's look at sulfur nodes that we have available. Normal. That's good. And it's pretty close by. We're going to be making some bombs relatively shortly. I want to make a munitions factory eventually. I didn't get to do it last season, but I really want to get to it this season. Where else is that one? Oh, way down here. There's some okay nodes to the south here. We might go down and set up some kind of harvesting job down there, that'd be kind of a good idea. But not yet. I want to wait till we get the train system online. Let's do quartz. Well, let's just look at sulfur real fast. Black powder. I don't have enough sulfur to unlock it. But that's going to get us bombs. Once we make black powder, we can make these bombs. We need steel. Nobelisk is what they call them. We can do this. Experimental power generation. I think this might unlock coal plants. But I thought it was unlocked. No, that's a milestone, I'm pretty sure. Actually, there are 3 different research paths, right? This is so weird. Games usually don't do this. Hard drives, the MAM, and milestones. So really there are 3, which is kind of confusing at first. Let's do the quartz one. I want to get smart splitters really early in the game rather than late this time. They just make things so much easier. And now I can also search for these guys. I think quartz is a really good sync early on. I did that in season 1. It really worked well. And also I'm going to get glass pretty easily or relatively quickly in here. So let's do a quartz scan as well, like we did for sulfur. I'm kind of not putting down any map markers because the map's kind of messed up right now. I bet you there's some down here. We'll know because I think it will show up. Okay, there's normal. That's good. And temp. And maybe if we zoom in, we'll get some other temp. There's got to be some pure. There's a pure node. That's cool. We'll probably just come over here, though. Actually, that's not super far away. We could sync from there. This is a lot closer, though. Oh, did we get something else? Wow, it's scanning really far away now. So wait, I wonder if the scan range has increased. Let's try to do iron now. It should show up. Our old node should show up now that we're over here. Looks like it's going faster, too. So these are all impure nodes. They're really junk. The ones that are good are over here. There's a couple of good ones down here, too. Are a couple of good ones. Maybe iron's range is not as big. That's kind of strange. You'd think all the scan ranges would be the same. Yeah, iron scan range is just not as large. Kind of stinks. Alright, so let's look into this some more. Maybe we can do some more unlocks here. Do we want quartz crystal or silica? I think we want silica because that gives us glass. And it is going to give us access to those blade runners, which speed up the run speed so much. And that's such a great thing for us because, yeah, see, we're going to want those like almost immediately. I should set that up really soon. We should go set that up. Well, we can probably do it next episode. We have a lot of stuff to do. We don't need to do that yet. But man, those are so worth it, man. Alright, so now we've got this actually available. Let's unlock trains. Sweet. I'm going to get drones too, even though I don't plan on using them. So let's go get some more stuff to put in here. We're going to need screws, I think, as well, because the other one needs screws. So I let this stuff run off camera while I was doing it. That's kind of why I also went out and looked for hard drives and stuff, because I really needed a buildup of resources. I didn't have that much, and just sitting around waiting for this thing to build up is obviously doesn't really work that well. Another thing we're going to do with the retooling of this factory is I'm going to use ore to autofill all this stuff so I don't have to feed it by hand. Feeding it by hand is okay, it works, but I don't think it gets us what we want, which is to be able to, do other things, and our resources just build up over time. That's a much better way for this thing to work. Let's get another one of these, since these are so fast. We'll just get this milestone here, and just, well, he's back, right? He's trying to land. Alright, sweet. Let's get tier 1 done. We're gonna have to go get more, we're gonna have to get more concrete real fast. Micromanage, that's gonna allow me to kind of turn my blocks exactly how I want them, to make them look nice, instead of looking all jank. Another thing I can do, and really that is going to be for my freeways, well, basically train system. Sometimes when you're trying to do an angle, it doesn't really line up and leaves some weird jagged edges. So micromanage will help me not have jagged edges. I've seen some people do really cool stuff with their buildings too. I want to say Nilly does a lot of that stuff, and I've seen some of his videos and they look really well. Go check him out if you're so inclined. He'll probably show up in the comments section. Alright, so that looks good. Let's put some of this away. I don't think we can do any more research because we need to go get... Okay, here's progressive trains. Oh! Dude! Wait. Machine parts and copper windings. I don't know what that means. Is this just train 1? Well, that's all. Oh, that's cargo. Okay, that's the cargo train. I have to actually unlock the train. That is cool. This used to be called cheat trains. It used to be really... What does this do? Oh, no, that's cheat. Oh, damn it. It's going to unlock everything, probably. Oh, good. Nothing. Okay, cool. I don't want to cheat, okay? This is supposed to be a mod that's just a quality of life mod. It's not supposed to be a cheat. Alright, so we'll get that research going in a minute. That's kind of neat that you have to research it. I like that. Can't do that one. Scannable. Blue slugs are scannable? I don't know. That's alright. I really want to get these guys so I can actually make power shards out of them. We don't have rotors yet. So it is what it is. Let's do this. We have all this stuff now. I have a bunch of this stuff from running around all over the place.
New
This is
added to the object.
This is mostly just to complete the research here. Also, you know, now that they have way more mobs in the game and they're kind of harder, I might actually have to carry around some like full heals and stuff. I almost died a few times. We're going to be getting that shortly when we get steel. Let's get Caterium also. I found some Caterium. Actually, I think this is the one for smart splitters, right? Is it Caterium? We need to make some ingots. Okay. No, we need more ore to make the ingots. We can make that real quick. That'll unlock that bolt, whatever, the bolt driver. I didn't even get that in the last season. I really should have. Actually, we could make some silica. Organic. Oh, I don't have any. Okay, you gotta get alien protein. And I think I have all of it right here. We're spending a lot of time doing this stuff, so I hope we have time to do other things. I think we need 5 of these to start with. Alright, let's see. Let's unlock some stuff, some more research here. Is it this? Yeah, we can do that, no problem. The bolt driver, I don't think we can unlock yet. Yeah, we need rotors. We're going to be putting rotors in soon. We need rotors. We need steel. Okay, we're kind of... can't do any more right now. I do have 2 more hard drives, but I'm going to wait. Because there are more things to unlock. Zipline is probably not bad. Another good thing to sync is Caterium is that quick wire, because it's not used for many things. Alright, so I think we're done with research for now. Let's put everything away that we don't want. We also have to put... oh, okay, some of that... we got a whole bunch of leaves and stuff. We can put those away. We don't need any of this either. We don't need this. We don't need that. This is really just for research purposes. Cool. Alright, we have 1 more power shard still on us. I think I don't have... okay, I already dropped all that stuff. So let's see, what's next? We did MAM research. Let's check that off. And I'm going to get rid of collect local nodes. I like to leave a little bit of the research on from the last episode just so it feels like it flows more. So let's go drop off all these extra leaves that I don't need on me, and it just keeps our power going. Wow, we almost ran out, so that's good. We got tons of biofuel. We want to expand the power, so why don't we do that real quick? And then I'll make sure everybody's fueled up real nicely. Let's just target this guy so it's in a row, and I probably should have moved it back. Let's power him up, and then we will, because we're about to add a bunch of stuff to our factory here. So let's make sure everybody's got power. So these guys actually last a long time. I went out of base for forever, and it was fine. I mean, it was getting kind of low, but like, it was totally cool. The biofuel does last forever, I will say that. Now, I'm not using everything I could be using, so it's burning slower. The bio generators are one of the only generators in the game that actually slows down if you're not using it as much. Which is obviously good, because it takes resources that are not coming out of some unlimited node. I kind of like that, actually. I'm kind of a little sad that... I'm going to take a 200 stack here for my chainsaw. I'm kind of a little sad that we don't have to worry about power as much. I like... ooh, what's this? Oh, limestone, I don't need that. Thought maybe it's Caterium or something. It's kind of fun in other games how you have to really do manage the game pretty well, or you're going to run out of power and stuff. And you don't want to do that. You're going to get screwed. All right, so we are going to put another one of these guys in. Now that we've expanded our power system, that's not where I want it. Can I just target this guy? And no, I can't. Let's just do that then. Let's do another splitter, except it's coming in that direction, and it auto. That's really cool. I think Smart does that, actually. There we go. He's all lined up. Let's say you're making concrete, and you're going to dump your concrete into here, which is just going to merge. And I think it's 15. Yeah, we don't have to worry about it yet. This guy should be getting... Here we go. Oh, he's not hooked up to power. So let's make sure we can do that with this guy. Let's help him out. Nope, that is not it. Tis 2. Yeah, good. Okay. You gotta hook the machines up to power, John. Okay? Alright, there we go. Now we have doubled our concrete output to 30 per minute. That's good. Let's see how much we got in here. Meh, it's a little bit, but we're gonna be using this kind of a lot, especially once we unlock concrete flooring. Because we're gonna want to use that at least for part of our factory builds. I'm not gonna do all concrete factories anymore. It was okay while I did it, but it's not great, right? Alright, so expand the power. We did that. I'm going to expand it. Let's go check the grid. I might want to do it one more time, actually. Because we're about to add a bunch of stuff to it, and I don't want to worry about it. And again, these will just burn less. You know, it doesn't matter if you add more. In fact, that's a good reason to add just 2. Just right away add another one. Because they don't use up power, right? They don't... If they're not needed, they don't consume. So let's bring this guy over here, give him his own pole, and then just put 200 in him, and I'll go get another stack for myself. Cool. Tons of biofuel. But every time we run out there, we got to keep grabbing leaves and stuff, and they are not forever. Okay, now we have done that. Now, another thing I was going to do is I was like, we are really not using our iron nodes correctly. What I should be doing is tapping all the nodes and then just merging the lines so I can fill up a line, right? So what we're going to do before we retool the factory is I'm going to tap all the nodes over here. I only have 2 of them tapped, which means we're going to need 1 more drill, actually. Let's make it while we're here. Just so I don't have to... just so I don't have to make it while I'm down there. Alright, let's do that. And then I've got plenty, I think, reinforced iron plate. Let's go just grab some more. Because I'm going to upgrade all our belts to tier 2, so we can have 120 per minute coming in. And we're probably going to need to refill this guy again. I can't wait to not have to do this. I'm also going to be expanding, like, at least our plate. We probably don't need rods to be expanded. In fact, I don't even need these. But we do need plate to be expanded. We're using a ton of it. Screws, not so much. We're also kind of leaving a lot on the table with our current ore setup. We're just not using everything we're giving it, right? Yeah, see, this guy needs more. There we go. Okay. We're not using all the ore. Right? We're making a bunch of ingots, and then a bunch of them are just not being used because they're going into screw builds. Or, I mean, sorry, iron rod builds, which don't use 30 per minute, so we're just not using everything. So let's beef these up. Let's get these guys up to 120 per minute. And I'm going to do that... Well, I'm going to have to run all the way around. So why don't we do this? And I'm not ready to put Mark II on these yet. Can't I do it with these guys? Oh, no, that's this guy and that guy. Let's upgrade these guys. That was a lot of our plate. Hoping we have enough to do this, actually. I think we do. This is going to up our production by a lot, our capacity. And we need to. Because the later milestones, especially the space elevator thing that I have to do, it's going to take a lot of resources. And we got to be ready for that. Ooh, man, that's some bad clipping. We're going to get rid of that, though, when we make the smeltery, so I don't really care. Pretty soon, we're going to be running this stuff directly into the smeltery. And so, it's not going to be going up to the factory. We're not going to be smelting anything here. But for now, this works. Okay, those lines are upgraded. Now let's go down and put a couple more taps into some nodes here. Again, obviously, well, this one's still full. That's pretty strange, actually. It must be I'm over drilling or something. I'm trying to get down here without taking too much damage. Yes, please. Okay, cool. Took a little bit of damage. All right. So this guy, he's doing 30 per minute, right? We're going to overclock him. Or we're going to try. I think I only have one, so I can't. That's doing 60 per minute. Oh, we're not using all the ore. So we're gonna we can merge this. We need way more overclockers. We need rotors so we can unlock overclockers. Let's just craft some of those up real quick. I need to get more overclockers. We're gonna need overclockers to turn these up to 60, which means they're gonna be consuming 15 each. That means we're gonna be spending 60 megawatts just on iron ore. So that's why we gotta hurry up and tap those pure nodes. But I don't want to do that till we have the smeltery. Again, and to do that, I want all of our factory producing a bunch of parts so that we're ready for the space elevator and tier 3 and 4 when we're done with the smeltery, right? I don't want to sit around off camera and wait for resources to be built, okay? Okay, so we're back here. Let's make some rotors real fast. I can't remember how many we need. I think it's 25. This is going to take a second. Alright, there we go. We got 25. Now, I think that lets us convert these dudes into the... yeah, there we go. Into power shards, right? I haven't even found a purple one yet, so it's fine. Okay, we don't need to consume one of these guys. We can just do them straight to power shards now, which is awesome. We really don't have enough power shards. It's funny that I found so many yellow ones and I can't find that many blue ones. The yellow ones are supposed to be harder to find, and they're all over the place. I was trying to get another one while I was out there with the hard drives way out here, the ones that are just operational. But this is swarming with mobs now, swarming, and I couldn't grab the one that's on the edge right there. Even though there's sort of an poisoned area. Alright, we got a bunch of those now. Right, we have everything we need. Let's maybe make a couple more rotors just in case we need those for some reason. I don't want to stop again. I'm just gonna make like 5, so I'm not gonna do any time lapse or anything like that. Literally 5 items, not that big a deal. Alright, there we go. Let's just get down here now. Let's get back to what we were doing. And I think the best way off here is just literally jump on that one dude, basically. So I think we can take this. I think... Oh, there we go. 0 damage. Nice. Damage jumping off that? Okay. Let's bump this guy also to 60. Again, it's going to triple the power required, but that's fine. Then we're going to have to merge these. So where's... Oh, no, the other two are over here. Let's get a couple more. We might have to redraw these two. Why don't we merge these guys, right? And we'll put that one on the outside belt. So that means it's going to be like something like that, right? We need to run power. Let's do that. Let's grab this power pole. He's almost full, but he is going to be now for sure. Boom. Okay. And let's power these guys up, and we're going to slug them. Alright, so they're going to make like 1 billion. This is a lot of overclockers to use, but it's fine for now. Again, we'll pull them down once we get that train to Busan finished. I don't know if you saw that at the bottom of the to-do list there, but I think that's pretty funny. So that's getting us 60. So why don't we merge them at the last second here? Here, let's cut this out. It's going to kind of kill our op over here. That's fine. We're also going to turn this guy, so let's take him off. But what we're going to do is we're going to merge this guy. Let's do the same with this guy. Right, because now we're going to merge these guys. So we're going to merge like this. And it's kind of too bad that these guys are kind of close together because we need some space here. In fact, I'm going to turn this one like this. I think like that will be good. And then what we're going to do is that's going to clip the dude. So we're going to have to do it more like this. Let's do it like that. That'll be fine. Okay. Let's get this guy back online so we can get at least some ore up there. I'm going to move the power line while these guys are dead, basically. Yeah, I can do that. Let's move this power line real quick. It's super easy to do. Just do it right there. Oops, I don't want that. I want 2. So let's hook these guys back up, and then we're going to hook this back up. Bam. Okay, cool. Let's get these lines back in. This is going to be super easy. That's not going to work. We're going to have to go to the outside with that guy. And I'm just going to do it. That's fine. Again, we're going to rip this stuff out, so I don't really care if it looks pretty. And then that's going to go to a Mark II and feed us 120 per minute. There we go. Now that is going 120 per minute right there. Nice. Let's get this guy hooked up. Cool. And then let's step him down. Really should turn that, but I'm not going to. Even though we're going to rip this out, let's make it look plausible, at least. Yeah, we got more of this going on. Let's do it again, I guess. We're probably going to triple step this. Can't triple stamp a double stamp. Alright, sweet. Now we got 2 lines of 120. Even though it's taking an absurd amount of power to do it. Man, that moves so slow. I'm so used to faster belts. These tier 1 belts are just... I don't know how we did these before. Good. 2 full 120 belts to work with. Nice. You know what? I'm going to make a ramp. I'm going to make a ramp right here. I'm tired of running around. Yeah, I can make a ramp. Let's do it. Doesn't take that long. Let's see if I can still hit this. Yeah, sorta. Alright, let's make a ramp real fast. And we can go all the way up instead of running down all the time. So sometimes this takes a kind of a... Will that make it? See, that won't make it. We gotta get back further. Back here? This is super far away. I hate doing this, but it is what it is. I might not even hit it now. Yeah, that works. Bam. Alright, that's much better. I might not use it to get down, but I can use it to get back up. And it's clipping, so what? We're gonna remove it. Let's just do it. I can't do it, guys. I can't let it clip. Now, if I chop this guy... Oh, dude! God damn it. Ah! I hate that kind of stuff. It's funny, though. It's funny when I almost die. And it's never planned, okay? It's never planned. When I almost die, it's legitimately because I almost died. If I jump down there, am I going to be able to get back up? Probably not. Why don't we... Is there anything else we can chop? Will this do it? Let's chop this guy. Maybe it'll... No, it didn't do it. Ah, man, damn it. It won't work. Ugh, I'll just leave it. Nah, I'll just leave it. It's fine. Alright, we're back. We're back. We are back. I'm getting a lot better at figuring out how to do those, and when I'm going to do those time lapses. Okay, let's get that checked off the list. Tell me if you like the pace of these videos better than Season 1. I'm trying to increase the pacing because I think it's more enjoyable, but let me know what you think. We've got to retool the factory now. Seems like every time I turn around, we're rebuilding this thing, huh? Let's just take everything offline. Well, the smelters are still going to be where they are. Except, this guy's going to have to be split now. Right, so they're really not... I mean, the smelters are going to be where they are, but the lines coming in are not. So why don't we take those out real fast? Means we're going to have a lot of ore on us, which I guess is fine. How are we doing this? 30 is going into 30, right? This is fine. We're going to want 2 of those, though. We're going to want to merge probably this line. We're going to want to move this. So why don't we start taking out from over here? This build is basically invalid now. Let's just rip all this out. I can't even see what I'm doing here. This build is invalid. We have an alt recipe now. That guy's probably still valid, so we'll leave him there. This is going to be... Oh, wait. No, this is just going to be iron plate now. We need at least 2 iron plate, okay? So let's take that out. Let's take this out. It's not going to be necessary anymore. And then let's merge that with this. Is that going to be enough? Really, 1 iron plate is enough if all we're doing is grabbing out of it. Oh, great. I totally didn't think about that, actually. Just... Because we are actually going to do different builds, right? Aren't we going to run... Actually, probably we'll run some of the iron ore along here. So let's say we have 120 iron ore to work with over here. Actually, we'll probably want this to be screws then, and then we want, yeah, rods and screws still. But I think rods and screws, if we go back to rods, is screws 15 per minute too? I don't know, let's look. Screws is 12 per minute, so that's perfect. We can actually put 2 of these on there. That's perfect. We'll make this rods again. And then we're going to have some left over, actually. We can do 2 things of plate. Right? Because we need... Actually, we're going to have a lot left over. This is going to be half of our belt, plates, and one of these can make screws and rods. We're going to have literally another 30 left over. Maybe we should send that down here and increase what we got going down there. But man, that's such a pain in the butt. What we're going to do, put a smelter here, run the iron ingots all the way around. Well, it's not a bad idea. So this guy's going to move. He's well, no, that's fine. He could probably still sit there. And now, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think he goes right there. And we might as well put him in the middle. We're going to have to back him up a little bit anyway. How's that going to work? I think the whole system is just going to have to move over. Is that in line? Where's the green line, man? There is no green line. Okay, I think that's correct. That's going to split into a couple different builds. So let's get that splitter in. Well, let's do these guys first. Right? This is not going to be rods, this is going to be plates. We're going to need a lot more plates. That's true. Now we're going to slap this splitter in, or merger in, right here. So I just target the belt, and it's going to be going out that direction, that's true, but I want it to be pretty much lined up with that. That'd be really cool. So let's get this... No, let's get literally that into here, like this. We don't have concrete. I don't... Oh, it's over here. Alright, we'll deal with these rods in a minute. What did I leave over here now? Ore. We don't need ore. Let's just kill that. We also don't really need these anymore. What do we not need in here? Oh, there's more ingots. There are more ingots. Take all. Boom. Okay, sweet. Alright, let's finish this. 1, 2. Boom. Merge. Okay. Duplicated. That's much better. Alright, now let's put down... Well, it's not really how I want to do it. Let's do... We do have more space here. Let's put the merger in, or the splitter in first. So the splitter is going to come in that way, right there. It's already hooked up. Sweet. Then we're going to split it to 2 dudes. Why is he saying he's... What is he... Oh, he's probably on the... So I think it's going to need to be... I think right there would be fine. Then we're going to do another one, right? One is going to be iron rods. The other one is going to be the alt screw build. Alternate screws. Cool. So let's get some of this guy in there. Oh, that won't work. How did I do this before? Oh, I know how I did it. We're going to do it the same. We're going to take this guy. I'm going to do him like this. I think this will work. So, we're going to have to turn it slightly. So why don't I use Micromanager. And we'll turn this guy. Actually, what we could do is face it this direction and just feed it that way. Let's do it, I mean, like this. Like, that could... that might work. Might be hard to get the belt in the back, but we're going to try it. What's the furthest away we can do this? Actually, that would be where we want it. Like that. Right? And then we got to somehow get... Let's get these guys going. Okay, they need some juice here. We're going to go in the back with this guy. And we're just going to go down like that. Both of these guys need full belt here. We're going to back these guys up a little bit because I'm going to move them over. Alright, there we go. Let's get rid of these conveyors. kind of wish the conveyors would pick themselves up, unless you stated otherwise. We're using this back guy right here. So let's get him on the grid. And then go up to where, okay, he goes in right there, right? So 1, 2, nice curve, boom. All right, now this guy, we don't need Mark II though. Mark II going in, right? And Mark II going here, because it's only going to use 30. That's not what I want. This is not right. It's not going in the right direction. Actually needs to go in the back, like that. So we still need this, because it's still 90. And I'm only doing this kind of thing. I usually don't like doing this, different kinds of belts, but we don't have unlimited reinforced iron plates right now. There we go. So the iron build is at least still running. Now we got to do this guy. So we're going to want one more splitter right here. Probably literally right there. We want belt mark 1. And then we want belt mark 1 going to this guy. Actually, it will fit. Nice. So let's go 1, 2. Make it really pretty. And you're doing iron. So that's going to get me some iron ingots, which are then going to go into here. And then we're going to do... Nah, that's not what I want. Actually, this is going to be wonky. We got to make it go in the back here, not there. That's not right. It's got to go like this. That's correct, but in the back right here. I think it looks best kind of right there. Okay? So this guy is going to go into here, just straight in. This guy goes in... Well, let's actually do it. This guy goes in like this. 1, 2. This is like a really proper build here, isn't it? Even though we're going to rip it all out. Oh, that's a little off. Let's take that out. Thought he was right on. Apparently not. I don't really like when they're off-center like that. Even if... Because we already did that. Episode 1 was our jank build. Okay? This is not jank. This is supposed to work out correctly. Let's put him there. Let's get this done again. And it's going to go right in, I think. Well, no. Not right in. Okay. But this is going to be around at least a little while. So we want it to look nice. So let's make it look nice. It's going to be here for a sec. Because we're going to need tons of resources. This is going to give us tons of resources. Okay, so now we have everything we need. Should be getting iron ingots. No power. Oh, that makes sense. Nobody's hooked up. Alright, so we have this guy there. I think this guy's supposed to actually power that guy too. And that guy is supposed to power that guy. And this guy needs a new line. Okay, he's kind of got one right there. But we need a new one of these. Like, we need this. Right here, I guess. This is fine. We should put it back here. No, because we got the merger. We'll put it here. And then this guy needs to connect. Because we're doing like a power grid, kind of. There we go. And we'll just have this guy connect to here. There we go. Alright. Now we can plop down these. Now I have a line, you know? And let's make... There we go. So there's the rods one. And there's the screws one. So let's drop my stuff so I can actually move the excess that we have on the ground. Okay. Let's put the screws in here. Rods in here. We'll pick up what we need when we're done here. Take all. Okay, great. Boom. Let's see if we need to put any screws in here. Not really. We need to take screws now. We need, I don't know, 1,000 would be good. We maybe need a little more rods too. Maybe another stack. Cool. So we really only expanded the iron, right? Because we really just needed more iron plate coming in. And now we're not going to have to rob it. We're going to actually build. We're going to take that line back here and build all these out. Okay? So great. This is all reset. We expanded this. Nice. It looks nice. And I believe we're using pretty much every ingot that pops out of this guy. We still have one. We could do one more. So if, like, for some reason we need more iron plate, we could do that. But from my experience, 2 is usually enough in the beginning. We didn't connect these, so they're not going to do anything. They're literally going to do nothing. So let's connect those. Almost forgot about that. There we go. Now those builds are done. Let's rip these builds out now, because they're going to drastically change this build right here. I'm not feeding it by hand anymore. I'm going to be building it from scratch. Let's bring the line over too of ore. So I really think we're going to need the iron ingots from the other build, the leftover ingots. But we'll see. No, I want actual belt. Let's get it up here, and we're going to run it... We'll run it on this side, so it's kind of out of the way. We want it to run right there, probably. So let's just get it on platform, and then we'll go up to... We want it right there, right? So 1, 2, and we're going to turn it like that. Okay, now it's looking straight, looking pretty. We're going to bring it all the way down here. Let's just get a little bonus there, right there. Whoa, whoa. We're going to bring it all the way back here. We're going to feed those builds. We might need more space, honestly. Why don't we, before we do this, let's lay it down. Let's lay down what we're going to need to do. So first we're going to need splitters, and I'm just going to put them on the edge right here. Right? We're going to need to split these. I'm going to make a walkway for myself. But we're going to need to split this into these smelters, right? So we're going to put a smelter here. It doesn't... Yeah, we'll just kind of do it close because we're going to need the space. This is a weird one. So I think we're making screws with this one. It has two different things it lines up with. Huh? That's really weird. This is going to be plate. Well, iron ingots first. Alright. Then we're going to do plate, so let's get constructor. This is actually going to make this build way more easy because we got that alternate screw recipe. We want it like that. We're going to put another one of these right here. Right? You're going to do iron, plate, and screws. Perfect. Now let's belt it all in. That's the wrong hotbar. There it is. Okay. So again, we're going to do back 2 and in. I think we're going to be good with this. Again, that's only going to use up 30, so we have 90 more coming that direction. And then we'll send it in, start getting this stuff smelting here. Why is it not connecting? I don't understand. Is it not... Is it backward? Oh, it's backward. Flip it around, I guess. There we go. Still feels like it's not right. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's why. Okay, we're going to have to flip the other one, too. This is going to go straight into here. Cool. You're making iron ingot. You're already making whatever. They have no power. We're going to fix that in a second. No, that's not what that guy does. We should have power pole here. Oh. This is the back power pole, so we're going to need one, actually, right here. We're going to need one to power these guys. And then another one to power these guys, right? We'll put it in the front. Like this. Then we're going to need another one in a second. But let's get these guys working first. Really want to do it, just work as fast as possible here. Get this stuff working. Get our builds online, producing. Let's get the plate dude down again, the assembler. Basically, we're just going to copy this build in a minute here. Alright, so let's go with this guy. Let's line him up right in the middle. You know what? I'm going to do it like that. I don't know if that's going to work. No, it won't work. It's too far away. Let's do it again. Let's do it when it's blue, I guess. There we go. That should work. Yeah, that should work. Alright, belt. We need belt, dude. Belt works. Okay, great. Belt. Belt works. Okay, now that's an automated setup. See, I have this, which means I don't have to use screws, but I'm not going to feed it in any copper right now. We'll do that when we make the plant or whatever. For now, this is fine. It doesn't make things as fast, but it is what it is. So this has to line up like this, actually. Let's just leave us a lot of space right here, and that is wrong. It turned at the last second. Is that lined up? I'm not seeing it line up here. Oh wait, it is. Right there. Alright. And then belt, no, that's not it. Belt it in. So we're gonna drop, how many of these we got? Oh, almost 0. That makes sense, we just did a bunch of line, right? So this guy should be getting what he needs. How come he's not? He's not getting any ingots, why? Because he's not hooked up. Again, oh, this guy's backward, that's right. And is that lined up with everybody? It is. Okay, great. This is taking a lot longer than it should, really, in my opinion. Nope, nope. We're gonna make iron ingots, and then you're already making screws. Okay, perfect. No power. That's because I picked them up. No power. There we go. Boom. Okay. It's like, what is going on over here? Alright. Now we should be making screws. And we'll check on that belt in a second. Let's set up rotors now. We might... Yeah, we're definitely going to need... Well, actually, remember, smart plate is just reinforced plate and rotors put in a box. Or put in, right? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to automate rotors... And we're going to automate and smart plate. But we're not going to automate smart. We're not going to automate smart plate. We're going to do reinforced plate, and we're going to do rotors. And then we're going to throw reinforcement plate and rotors in when we can, okay? Because that's just easier. Now, these builds are not balanced. This guy's making 50 per minute. Well, if he gets... Yeah, he's definitely getting enough ingots. And he's using 60 per minute. And this guy is making 20 per minute. Actually, that's pretty balanced. Sort of. No power. Okay, let's hook this guy up. I thought we had power to this guy. Let's do it more like this, I think. And we'll just hook it to there, like that. Alright. Now are you making what you need? Well, he doesn't have enough yet. Yeah, he should be good. Okay. Let's finish this. Alright, a couple more splitters, and they're coming in the wrong way. Right there, and then we're going to have another one here. And I think that's feeding in the correct direction. We're about to find out. This is just belt mark 1. We only have 60 per minute coming in here now. And then these are already hooked up, so they should be good. You're doing no power. Iron plate, or I'm sorry, iron ingots. We don't need anything else yet. Where did we put this? Right there. Okay, can do. Boom. And we put another one here, right? No, it's right there. And then this one is over here. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Let's hook these guys up so they can start working. Then we'll get these guys in. And I'm not sure what the recipe is, so we're going to slap all these down. And then we'll... What is going on? It won't work now. Oh, they're backward. Is that backward? Looks like it. Not really sure why they're backward since I haven't built another one of these recently, but okay. That is lined up. It's not snapping. Alright, there's another one. So we have to build this guy before we can do anything else. So let's get him on the green line and in between these two guys. In the middle. Right there. So we're going to make rotors with this guy. So we just need screws and rods. Alright, screws and rods. Got it. So screws. Right. And rods. And we need to get these guys hooked up. And then we need to check our power, because we're probably just going to blow it through the roof right here. Alright, so we've got plenty of ingots now. Let's just feed them in. This is a lot cleaner setup here that I did. Boom, getting a ton of them already right off the bat. This guy should be too. Making tons of screws. Now, I don't know how balanced this one is, but we're gonna check it out. I can't remember how balanced it is or not. 20 per minute and 100 per minute. So that's making half. What is this making? A little more than half. So that's fairly balanced. I wouldn't say it's balanced, just decently balanced. Let's get a box in for this guy. But we want to line it up with that guy. There we go. Alright, now we have rotors. Perfect. Nice, he's just about to produce. The last one we're going to do is smart plates, but we're not going to do a build, okay? We're just going to put boxes here. So first let's do this guy. Let's duplicate him. We don't have rotors. Probably don't have any in here either yet, because we don't even have enough screws yet. So let's go make some. We only need 3, right? And then we should be done with this, and we're almost out of time. We got about 9 minutes, something like that. Rotors, here we go. It was already on rotors. And we've got enough. We've got enough rotors to put our final piece in, and we can check off retooling the factory. Alright, so this guy's got to slam down, right? It's got to be on that green line, though. I want it to look pretty. There it is. Okay. That's where I want it, right there. All in line. Now, we're going to have to capture this, right? Keep going. Boom, right there. We're going to do this build a little bit backward here. So we're going to feed this guy rotors and reinforced plate. So let's maybe move it back and line it up. In fact, we kind of want to move it. I think that's okay. Let's just do it here. So that's in line, but that's not. Okay, maybe we should move this over just slightly. Box. So let's get it on the line, and then we'll move it over 1. I think that'll still work. So let's get on the line right there, move over 1. Boy, it really wants to stick. That's a mod error that's happening right there. Alright, great. You're going to be making smart plate. That's what we need for the elevator. Again, really wish they would make more products that actually, you know, do something. Some of them actually do things. And actually, I like that the mods have been like, hey, you know what? This literally doesn't do anything. We're going to make it do something. It's stupid that it doesn't do anything. So again, I'm not going to make these yet. It takes kind of a lot of resources to make these, and I don't have enough reinforced plate or rotors, really, to start doing that. But now these are automated, so that's good. And we used up the entire line. The entire line of iron is being used up. So this last guy down here, he's not going to get that much yet. It's a manifold, okay? And if you haven't seen one before, and you haven't seen this series before or this game, a manifold basically works like this. Let's talk about it, okay? Here's how it works, at least in Satisfactory. So this guy's getting 120 per minute. He's getting everything he wants, and that's not 120 per minute. Is it? Oh, because we're merging things. The belt needs to be... Okay, I know why that's happening. I'll fix that in a second. This guy gets all he wants until he has 100, like he does. And then the excess goes down here. Now, this guy's getting a few still before this guy gets 100, but not that many. Then he fills up to 100, like he is. And then all the excess, again, flows this direction. Then he's getting up to 100. So actually, this belt probably needs to be upgraded to Mark II, so we can speed this manifold up. And again, it's not really working because when you merge belts, and I'll show you why it's not working in a minute. But yeah, see, these guys are waiting now to get their 100. See, he's only going to get really 1 at a time till this guy gets 100. So let's go fix why this belt is not at actually 120, because if it's 120, it'd be full. And the reason is because when you merge two things together, right, like you mine 2 things that are 60 per minute, and you merge them on a belt, and you're doing 2 belts that exactly hold 60, and like in this case, that's what I'm doing. Let's run down here a little bit and then jump. You have to overclock your belts, basically. Like your input belts need to be overclocked. So what we need to do is upgrade these to Mark II, okay? So that it can merge faster onto the belt. It's hopefully can now give us 120. What is this guy doing? He is not doing 120. This could also be another reason. We didn't overclock this guy. Okay, now he's overclocked. We definitely need to check our system now. This one looks good. This one looks like it's a 120, but this is also the line that's not consuming the whole 120, so let's just upgrade this anyway, just to be sure. This one has multiple upgrades. There we go. Is it? Where's the? Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew there were 3 of them. There we go. We don't want to screw anything up. There. So now we should be stuffing the belt full. It should be 120. Let's use our ramp to get up here. It looks really ugly. We're not going to keep it this way. It's just so we can literally get up and down and not take, you know, tons of camera time and have to do all the time lapses and everything. Now let's go see if this guy's 120 a minute. Because he should be now, I think. Well, plus one of them was underclocked, right? Well, it was not overclocked. Yeah, he's full. So probably it was the overclockers. That's fixed. But sometimes when you merge those lines, you need fast belts. You need faster belts than the input actually needs, or it won't merge at the right speed. Because when you have 2 belts that are fast coming in, then it gets the ore to the belt right when it makes it. There's a space, right? It's got a split second to push it in. So if it gets there at the wrong time, it hits the other one while it slides by, then goes in. So you've actually got a gap, and that's why that happens. So we can check that off. That I knew would take a long time. We got to retool the factory, and we put rotors and smart plate in. So that's done. If I could just do this properly, that would be good. No, seriously? That's going to kind of do it, I think. Next thing we got to do is build a smeltery. Let's go look at it real quick, at least. And let's go see if we need to... Oh, man, we might be running out of leaves. I might have to do that definitely in between episodes. We need to get coal, like, right now. Yeah, we're out of leaves, dude. We have a lot of this, though, so that's good. Let's go check our power, see what we're doing here. Check the system. Oh, we need another one. We need to expand. So let's do that. I put enough space here for 10 of these. I don't think we're going to need them all, but we'll see. Let's get this guy online, and that's going to up our consumption, actually, which is kind of bad, but it's fine. More than ever, we're going to need to pick up more leaves. Now, all I did was make it so I can reset if we had a power trip. And we were about to have a power trip because our consumption was about to go over that light gray line. These aren't doing too bad. We're not doing too bad at all. But now, see, the way power works, again, if you're new, is if your production goes over your capacity, you'll have a power trip. Your whole system turns off, okay? Now, if your max consumption is lower than your capacity, you won't be able to turn your system back on until you get your capacity over your max consumption. So luckily we didn't have a power trip. We got really lucky. We were coming up to just to the edge and not going over it, okay? But now our light gray line, our capacity is above our max consumption. So even if we'll never trip, but even if we did, we could restart the system. It's not super important right now because it's pretty easy to stay over capacity. It's really easy to add one more biofuel burner. It's not that big of a deal. It will be important later when we're running like coal and other things, because what happens is your max capacity of your factory goes up a lot, your max consumption, but a lot of your machines are stopped up. Like, they're not running full blast. And so because of that, your consumption is actually not that high. I noticed that in Season 1 where like 40% of my capacity, like 1,000 megawatts, was never used, and I kept expanding the power plant really for no reason. So I stopped adding, and so if I did a power trip, which I couldn't because there's no way the capacity was ever going to get that high, I would be safe. I wouldn't be safe. Oh man, I was going to say, geez, thought we were out. But there was really almost no way I could screw it up. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let these guys consume those leaves, and then I'm going to put our wood in here because we have tons of wood. And that's going to get us through this little kind of drought we find ourselves in with the leaves. So let's move the wood over there. And it'll get on the belt. And what we'll do is put the leaves first. I'll show you how to do that. So what you can do, and this was taught to me by you guys actually, my people watching my stuff. If you put it there and then put this there, all the leaves will go out first. This is where it pulls from first, and it just goes in this direction. So it'll fill with leaves. The leaves will go all the way. Then once those are done, and all in the machines, I'll turn it to wood. Okay, once they're processed, which is going to take a while. Not a long time, but enough time. We might not even get enough. I might have to pull them off, actually. Let's just pull the leaves. Oh, they're already all on the belts. Okay, wood's going out on the belts now. We are going to have a problem, probably. Because we're going to have leaves in here. I can't pick them up. Will it give me the leaves back if I change it to wood? Ah, okay. It either gave them back to me or just said, hey, I don't care. Alright, this one, same thing. It's going to get one more biomass when it's done with this. Then we're going to switch it to wood. And we're good to go. There. We're going to have tons of biomass now still. And biofuel. This guy's full. You know, we probably could up these now. Or we need 4 of these. 60 wood per minute. That's no big deal. To 300 per minute. That is fast. Okay, let's upgrade this belt. Then our biofuel setup will really start screaming. There, we're gonna get tons of biomass out of this guy. So let's up this whole thing. We need to up the amount of wood coming out of here too, because it's only doing 60 per minute. Now it'll do 120 if I can actually target it. No, dude. Target this guy back here. It's not gonna... Oh! I can't tell if it's targeting it or not. Do I have to, like, point at it? Maybe I can get up here and do it? Alright, let's see if I can do it from here. No, can't. Can I take it out? Will this... can I even pick up all this stuff? I got some biomass on me. Let's get rid of that. Can I just do this? Yes. Okay, cool. I also have some leaves. Let's just throw them away. It's like not that many wood. There. Okay. Let's just pick this up. Doesn't have to move it back. Alright. Is that... Yeah, that's box. Okay. Well, we can't line it up because then it's going to auto-create, right? Did it auto-create? Please say no. Cool. Okay, it didn't. There we go. Did it auto-connect to this? Oh, this is still connected. We just need to put wood in here. There we go. There. Now it's going to fill these belts. And that's 60 per minute. This is perfect. That'll generate 300 biomass per minute, which is not... way more than we even need. We're going to get 60 of this biofuel per minute. That's perfect. Because our system is expanding. Alright, let's throw away this iron ore and we're done. We're going to go look at the smeltery area real quick. But we're not going to really do anything. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do with it. Let's go over here real fast. So it's just right over here. Not much to look at. Maybe we'll pick some leaves up while we're here because we're getting a little low on that stuff. Oh, cool. This is a really cool fruit area right here. There's like a ton of them all in right in one spot. Obviously, this map is hand-generated by the developers. So they put a whole bunch here just so you can... And they regrow. I don't know how long it takes. It's like over an hour at least, but it's really cool, especially because now out in the world there are so many mobs, and they hit pretty hard, and they have more hit points. A dog, cool. Okay, perfect. So here's where I'm going to put the smeltery, at least the initial version. I am going to try to get the first train set up first before I put it in, but I'm going to put it right here. It's going to change kind of a lot because the first way I'm going to be able to build it, I'm not going to have a lot of unlocks as far as beautification, right? The awesome shop is not up yet. So it will be, and actually we could probably do it right now. We'll wait. We're going to wait. We're almost done with our whole to-do list here. I'll add it to the to-do list when we're done. But we're going to put it right here. It's going to be pretty slick. Now I'm not sure if I can destroy these rocks. I really hope I can. I'm probably going to put it above these rocks anyway. What I think I'm going to do is actually go over to where the train is going to depart and look at where I need to put this thing. Another thing I'm thinking is the train will be at the same level all the time, and what I'll do is just have a train stop on the train level, and then I'll belt with lifts, right? I'll belt that stuff down or up to the layer it needs to be at, and that way I don't have to move the train up and down and connect with the flush with the factory. I'll just move the stuff off in a lift. That's really the best way to go do vertical things in this game. So that's all I'll be doing. So this is what the smeltery is going to be. Once we put the smeltery in, we're going to rear out all the ore here and make all the ingots and then send those out on trains and or belts. I'm going to belt up my factory just to get it going and keep it moving. But everything else is going to be fed with trains. My original factory, the crap one that we're ripping out, who cares about that one? But everything else we build from there is going to have trains supplying ingots. So I think right after that we'll probably do the ironworks like we did before. We'll get plate up and running, we'll get rods, we'll get all that stuff up and running, screws, which are going to be torn out eventually, so it won't really matter. That's kind of the game plan here. Hopefully you like this. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button, click that bell notification, click like on the video, it does help. I will see you on the next one. Stay frosty.